Hello YouTube, this is Grunch Punch, and so far we have a game where Cube jumps around and shoots balls. But there's nothing to shoot at, so that's what we're going to do in this tutorial. We are going to make an enemy. So I'm just going to make a cube, and I'm going to make it red. Okay, so now we add a sensor. Someone's near. Oh yeah, we have to go to the your player, add property, call it whatever you want. I'm just gonna call it player, and it has to be a float, which by default it already is. Okay, so we're gonna set the property to player. The distance, I'd say, would be 20 would be a good number, and reset distance has to be higher, so 21. And edit object, change add object to track 2, and change the object to cube, because if you click the cube, or your player down here, it says what your player is called. So yeah. Now if we play, it will look at the cube, but it won't actually follow it. So now we have to make it follow the cube. So we just add motion and make it 0.1 on the X or Y axis, negative or positive. Make it 0.1 on the Z. If you want it to bounce, make sure local is checked off. So now, oh yeah. Go over to physics and change it static to dynamic. So there, now it bounces. The thing is that you can never get away from it. It's going just as fast as you. So instead of making it 0.1, we're going to make it 0.08. Yeah, so you can get away from it now. And then if you shoot around, if you turn around and shoot it, just wait. If you turn around and shoot it, it will just be knocked back. You might want that, but if you don't want that, you have to make it so you have to go when it touches. So as sensor touch, material 004, which is what the bullet is, I believe. Yeah, it's material 004, it says right up there. So since material, so when the cube touches material 004, we want edit object and change add object to end object, so it will just disappear. So it disappears. The thing is, if it gets you, nothing happens. So go to your player and add sensor touch, and this is material 002, as you can see up here. So change that to material 002. Add an actuator of scene and change it to remove scene, which would be the scene because it says scene up there. So when it touches your player, game over. And what you can also do is you can make a game over screen. How you would do that is you would change this to set scene, although we don't have a scene to set it to yet. So over up here, we're gonna click the plus, new, then we have new scene. Just click up here and you can rename that to game over. Okay, and just add camera, drag it up on the Z-axis, press 0, add mesh plane, scale it up, and push it down so the text doesn't overlap it when you add the text. And then click add text. Okay. I'd just make it a red, probably. Seems most suitable. And press tab to go into edit mode. And then you can type in whatever you want. Game over. And you can just move it up. And now if you hit P, it won't really show. It just shows a shadow. So, yeah. And you also have text options up here. And you can add stuff like offset and depth and extrude. So like you can make it look kind of cool. And then you have to, once you're done that, you do Control C or Alt C, and do mesh from curve / meta / surf / text. And now, since game over, I suggest that you add a lamp, probably a sun. So yeah, game over. Yeah. And you can add text, like, just add text, that might say, hit enter to retry. And just make this whatever you want. I'm gonna make it blue. Okay. So. Oh yeah. You have to do Alt C and convert it. So, yeah. And what you have to do now is you hit add sensor, keyboard, enter key, or return key, and then scene and set scene to scene. So now you hit enter, changes it to the game. So yeah, and you can go back here, you can scale up your enemies, make a few more, and you're pretty much done.